Hello everybody, welcome back. It's your boy Mr. Green Hands. It's a Sunday. It actually was a beautiful day today. It's still a little bit mild. I have a t-shirt on and let's start to sow some beet. That is beetroot, not musical. Let's go. What mixture of mixing which I'm going to be using to sow these in, and I want to show you something I added to it because it's very important to do a little bit of research, improve what you do. So let me know. You know what? Let me stop chatting. Let me show you and explain what is happening. So in here, I have my normal horse manure, the situation. You know what I mean? My great stuff, the organic horse manure. And I have my perlite. But this time, I decide to add sand. Okay, you guys heard that, right? I've added sand to it. You might think, wait a minute. There's not much things to grow in sand. Yes, you can. Sand is a very good thing to add to your soil because it creates air pockets and it helps the roots of any plants and vegetable to start to grow and find its way to where it needs to be. So mixing it in, it allows the roots to just perform a little bit better. I'm actually testing it out for the first time. This is something I've researched and I've looked into for a while. I'm gonna definitely give it a go, and I'm gonna I pray actually, I think it will grow. I'm gonna keep it positive, guys. It will grow. Let me show you. I'm just gonna mix this in and then get it in the containers, and let's show you guys what I'm up to. So I want to mix it in. I didn't actually measure this. So if you're looking for a measurement, I have no measurements. I tend to not measure things. I go by sight, texture, and feel. And it's pure basically just experiment, okay? Sometimes you just gotta experiment with things. You learn as you go. If this fails, back to the drawing board. Just get it in there lovely. And I'm gonna scoop up a little bit of this, and then you can look and see how amazing that looks. There's other types of things you can do. There is a lot of natural ways you can do things. You've got other shop bought compost. I try not to buy them. I tend to try things, and I've had results with this horse manure. It's amazing. So I tend to use that, and the perlite as well. It's beautiful. So adding the sand to it, we'll give it a bit. It's an experiment, guys, but I have high hopes for it. So let me get these in the pots. I've got my containers there. I've got my spade just on the side here. I'm literally going to just scoop it because it is in a wheelbarrow, and just do it like that. I will pat it down a little bit. You don't want it to be too fluffy. You want to give it a little bit of a firmness, but not too firm, you know, like you're just going to find it's difficult to grow in. So you can always do your research as well, guys. You don't have to follow my method of madness, which is pretty much what I do. I tend to just go with the flow and knowledge as well. I do research a lot on things that I've seen, and I think, you know what, I want to give it a go. So I tend to have a look around and see what others are doing and learning from everybody else and just trying different things. And if it works for you, well, give it a go, because I definitely know sand does help plants. It's known fact that sand does help a plant in terms of rooting. It does help the rooting system do very well. So I'm gonna give it a go and try it out and see how it goes. And I have a habit, guys, as you know, put my hands in there, get physical. I've watered them in, and I've used my little dibber just to make some small holes, because I'm gonna probably put about 4 in each one of these. But I'm going to start off with the beautiful mix. The best thing about this, I have no idea what color they will become when I plant them out, or how many of those are going to be certain colors, which is beautiful because then you have a massive amount. So I'm going to do the whole of these in the, I'm trying to put 2 in each hole, because beetroot can grow in a cluster. It can grow really nicely in a cluster, so I don't mind putting 2. And they are jumping out of my hand because the wind is kind of strong today, guys. Let's put, I don't even mind if they're jumping, as long as they land in the soil, and later on I can get I see them growing and I just rip them out and put them in another place. But I didn't do a deep hole because I don't want it to be too deep. I want them to be close to the top, but about 1 inch or 2 down. Sorry, not 1 inch or 2 down, a couple of centimeters down, about 2 centimeters, 2 to 3 centimeters down, and looking good. So I've done that one. I need to put one more in this. So I'm gonna just use my fingers nicely and push them down with a bit of firmness. And I get them covered completely. Yeah, let's get this one as well while I'm at it. I try to make sure while I have a handful of them wherever I've put, just make sure I just drop and then push down with my fingers. I might find later on that I might have put more than one in the hole, which is not an issue. I'll just grab that little clump of it out, and voila, beetroot. And this company was Johnson's, which they are a fantastic company to buy from. They are well known. They've been in this industry for quite some time. They have been around for a lot of years, and they're fantastic quality. Absolutely quality. Normally, sometimes I used to just get a soil and just sprinkle them in and then just cover it over lightly. But this year, I'm trying to do like this way. Take my time and get this thing going. You know, I will save some. I'm not going to sow all of them now. I'm going to sow some a little bit later so I can have another crop later on down the year. So about June or July, I will sow some more, because you can sow them a little bit later because they're very good to handle the colder times. So I want it to be later on down in about or maybe about October. I can still come down at the allotment and have some beetroot available for me for the year. You know, you don't want to put all of it in one go, because then you don't want to harvest everything in one go and then you're stuck with the rest. But I hope everybody's doing well and having a fantastic day. You know, I hope everybody's getting out there and trying to grow something for themselves, because it's very important in 2023 to consider yourself a gardener. It's amazing. So get yourself out there. I encourage everybody to try to grow something, because the way the prices in the supermarkets are going right now, yeah, they are. And the worst thing about it is not knowing what's inside of your food or how your food is grown. You know, it's great to know what you eat. You know, it's so important. And if you can grow it as organically as I try my best to grow, which I try not to use no pesticides or anything like that, and try to keep it as natural as possible, you will find out your food will taste better, feel better, and you yourself will, you love what you eat. As I say, you become what you eat. So if you eat crap, you become crap. If you eat good, you become good. So, and it's not just, this is a lifestyle, guys. It's not about just getting up and saying, okay, cool, I'm going to do this. It's a lifestyle. You have to change your whole life around this. And being in nature makes you feel so amazing. I'm not sure about everybody else, but for me, this is paradise. Being out here, sowing seeds, like how all human beings are supposed to be doing, in terms of natural factors, not reproduction factors, guys, let's get it right. Not the reproduction factors, but even though we are supposed to be doing that, but the greatest thing, we are the caretakers of this world. And now we have become the destroyers of this world. So sad, but it's the reality that we live in. And that is that for this one. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut it there, guys. I'm gonna sow the other ones and I'm gonna show you the final result of what and how it's gonna be looking, okay? Let me just cut it there and I'll show you back, bring you guys back in a second and show you the full outcome of this sowing. So guys, I've watered them all in. They're doing well. I'm gonna put a clear bit of sheet over here, like a plasticky sort of thing, so it can help to sort of like quicken the germination. So they're going to be amazing. Look at that. It's still, I've watered them. You can see all the water coming out of them, and they're doing great. So I'm going to put a thing in there. So in this one here, this is the regular beetroot. Yes, guys, Rambo Green Hands has started to use labels. Yeah, never been seen before. Unbelievable. I've started to label stuff. I bought a whole bag of labels because I'm trying to kind of get this idea, like, let's try to remember everything that I plant. Yeah, let's see how that goes. But yeah, this is the mixed one by the label. Hello, now I know where everything is. This is the mixed batch, so there are gonna be a lot of different colors in there, and I have no idea what the colors are gonna be. But yeah, this is the normal standard beetroot, and it's gonna be amazing. So yeah, get out there, guys. The summer is not far away. The spring is here. Let's grow together. Let's have a great time in the garden, and the best place is with nature. Please don't forget to love yourself. Hit the like button. Comment. Doesn't matter if it's negative or positive, I will always respond. And please look after the planet.